Everyone. I thought I'd hop on and just talk about how I've been dealing with a cold while in week 2 of my bikini competition prep. I'm sure it's something others have battled or maybe in the middle of battling themselves right now. Just know you can do it. As a disclaimer, this is not meant to be medical advice, but just what I've been doing for myself. I've included some sources for why I chose to use some of these things. First off, the question of whether or not it's even safe to exercise when you're not feeling well. According to the Mayo Clinic, if what you've been dealing with is from the neck up, yeah, go for it. It might even help make you feel a little better. If it's from the neck down, if it's in your chest, better to just rest. The day after I was up all night coughing, I made that my rest day. According to my coach, I'm able to modify the days that I do my different workouts. So if you're able to do that, then that's definitely something that you ought to do. And if not, then I would highly recommend talking to your coach, communicating your symptoms and seeing how you can modify your training. This week I was fortunately off work on Tuesday and Wednesday, so I was able to make my workout times later in the day. And on Thursday I did go to the gym super early, but when I found out I wasn't needed at work, I happily took the day off and I went back to bed after the gym. I also took a nap later in the afternoon and I went to bed really early last night. So let's get into some of the things I've been using to try and combat my cold symptoms and even hopefully help my body recover. First off, lemon thyme tea. My parents have a garden and they grow a lot of herbs, so they actually sent me some of their dried lemon thyme from that garden and I brewed some up. There is some evidence that thyme may be useful in helping the body deal with upper respiratory illnesses, particularly in dealing with mucus and coughing. I also used a little of some local raw honey in my tea, as honey is known to have antimicrobial properties and also may help reduce production of mucus. The important thing to consider when using raw honey is to make sure that the tea is cooled below 95 degrees Fahrenheit so as to avoid destroying its beneficial properties. According to one of the studies I sourced at the end of this, as little as a half teaspoon of honey can be beneficial, which is only putting a dent of 10 calories into your meal plan. And just a few final notes on honey. Please don't give honey to infants over 1 year of age. There's potential danger that they're concerned with botulism and their bodies just are not able to handle that like ours might be. Also, if you have pollen allergies, be careful of consuming raw honey. And if you're consuming raw honey for its allergy benefits, be sure you're obtaining local raw honey to ensure you're reaping all those health benefits. Next up, throat coat tea. I really enjoy the throat coat tea because, for me at least, I can actually feel the slippery elm coating my throat, and it's especially soothing if your throat is feeling sore. Peppermint tea is another that I find helpful. Peppermint's an herb that's also said to have some respiratory benefits. So whether it's the steam from the hot tea or the peppermint, I've often felt like my nasal passages are at least temporarily a little more open when I drink it. As most of you know, I'm sure vitamin C is often touted as key in boosting your immune system. And I started using this liposomal vitamin C in particular because the fat encapsulation helps your body absorb more of the vitamin C into the cells. One study that I found was done in 2021 showed that liposomal vitamin C increases the availability for cell use 1.77 times more than a regular vitamin C tablet. Lastly, I really like these Breathe Drops by doTERRA because when I use them, I feel like they open up my sinuses and also help to reduce my coughing attacks. So I've been using those a lot this week. As an honorable mention, while I haven't used it with this cold, when I've been sick in the past, I will often drink hot water with lemon and honey as well. So I hope that's helpful and potentially gives you some ideas of things that you could do to help get through your colds on prep. And if you've got any suggestions for me, please let me know in the comments. Thanks.